All right, everybody, this is Vivian again. So, you're probably wondering what you're looking at on the screen here. This is indeed, I know, something that has haunted each and every single one of us who's just looking to make some bands out here. Um, I decided, this is my channel. Why not post whatever the fuck I want as I'm trying to, move ahead in life? So today we're going to apply for some jobs on Indeed. My resume, I feel like, is not the best, and I low key feel like after I get my school shit figured out and I'm trying to get like summer jobs, I think I'm gonna change up my resume a bit. Um, oh my god, I think we've all had that experience where it's like, and before I keep talking, I'm just looking through the jobs that I could actually apply for and then just gonna push them up into a new tab here. Also, do you see this bullshit right here? This lets you know that you're gonna be redirected to another page where you probably will have to make an account. I will literally do anything for a job out here, but I find it so suspicious why you need to make a fucking account. Like you have to make a personal profile just to apply for a job. Like what is that about? Like genuine, like that feels so fucking suspicious. But anyway, so what was I saying before? Um I literally lost my train of thought because that should just piss me off. Like why the fuck am I making an account for a job that I probably won't even get a call back for? Like hello, hello, hello. Um but anyway, so again, I'm just applying for jobs here. Um, like I said, I'm literally so desperate for a job, like literally anything, that this is like essentially what I'm gonna do as I'm trying to like move ahead in life, as I said before. Um, I literally feel like so many of these jobs are straight up bullshitting. Like, I think, again, many people have been on the again end of what I'm doing, which is slaving away. Probably shouldn't say slaving away. Like let's be serious. But you know what I'm saying? Like going through hell and back just to try to get a fucking retail job out here. Like it's actually so trash. But like I said, I'm kind of just trying to do anything while I try to, like I said, move ahead in life and actually do the stuff that I actually do want to do. So that's essentially what this video is about. That I'm Yeah, like that's literally it. You're just watching me apply for jobs on here. Um, I swear to you, so many of these jobs. You know how ghost kitchens exist? Okay, so if you don't know what a ghost kitchen is, it's kind of like if you use like Uber Eats, DoorDash, and you apply or you not apply, but you order from some of these kind of like random restaurants where they have a large assortment of foods and like I'm talking shit from fucking chow mein to pizza to onion rings to fucking gordita crunches, like this is Taco Bell, like that kind of shit, to fucking sushi even. Like that is a ghost kitchen where they literally hire random people to just make a whole bunch of foods. Like there's a bit more to it than just that, but it is like it's so fucking random. These job postings feel just like that. Like they are not actually trying to hire you. They're just putting out job postings to pretend like they're looking for employees. Like that's literally what this shit fucking feels like, honestly. It's probably what it is even. Like fucking ghost job listings. Like it's actually so insane. And I remember, oh my gosh, let me just tell you my horror stories as I'm going through this. I um when I was back in high school, because yes, I'm out of high school and I'm an adult, unfortunately. Um, but when I was out of high school, or not out of high school, when I was in high school and I was looking for a job, I kid you the fuck not, from that point up until um, even like a year, not a year after I graduated, but after I came back home from my first year of university, I literally applied like over the course of all the time. I know COVID and everything was also there, so that's also something you have to take into account. But even so, like when the world kind of started to open back up again, I literally applied to, I kid you the fuck not, over 300 to 400 jobs. I swear to you, I applied to hundreds of jobs, like retail, sales associate positions, remote, like everything that you could think of. I swear to you, I probably only got less than 30 interviews and probably even actually less than 20. Like, it is beyond fucking ridiculous out here. So, like, I'm really trying to hustle out here to just get something going because I cannot stand where I live. Like, I just like, it's not funny, but I literally cannot stand where I live because there's just like nothing here. Like, I feel like even if you were going to do like like quote unquote more formal job, like oh, do you see this alcohol sampling? I don't like drinking alcohol, but I mean, if you pay me to do it. But no. But what was I saying? Literally losing my train of thought. Oh my god. Um yeah, like where I live, there's just like nothing really, and it's just like it sucks low key. Um, like so again, like I said, that's kind of why I started this channel in the first place. Is because like I said, I want to get my other ambitions out there. I want to hopefully get like a job. Like I mean, this is a job or looking for a job. But I want to get a job in like the stuff that I actually want to do. You know what I'm saying? So like design stuff, video production, marketing, advertising, management, like that kind of stuff. Um and also, I think I said design, right? Yeah. So like design and everything. Like those are the kind of stuff that I actually want to do. Um, so that's why I kind of created this channel in the first place. So I just want to, because I think I've mentioned before, if you watch my daily vlogs, that I'm having a bit of trouble doing, or not trouble, but like I want to post more than just my daily stuff. Because, like I said, my life is kind of moving a bit slow right now, just focusing on school and trying to just keep everything kind of together and in order. So I don't just want my channel to be like, oh, here's me talking about the bullshit I barely did today. Like I also want to do like other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like just my channel just to yap about nonsense. So that's why I'm even making this video. Just random shit essentially is what I'm getting at. Just watch me do random shit all the time. Watch me talk about random shit. Um so that's like kind of why I did this, or why I'm doing this right now. So as you can see, I'm putting a bunch of jobs that I will apply for up here. Um, I low key feel like some of these jobs, they ask for the most bullshit requirements. Like, no shade. I'm never going to be that kind of person who's like, oh, this is unskilled labor. You want more, like one of those fucking weirdos who's like, why should we raise minimum wage? Like, girl, please sit down. But I feel like some of these jobs though, they really do have unnecessary requirements, because I've even been in jobs where they're like, okay, do you know how to do this? Do you know how to do this? No. Okay, well, we'll teach you. And then they teach it in under 3 hours. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've worked retail before. Like, let me say that. I've definitely worked retail and these kinds of minimum wage jobs before. It's like the only jobs I've ever had. Um, but these jobs are difficult when you have to deal with the general fucking public of idiots. No shade. But, so saying like, oh, these jobs are so easy and people are complaining for no reason. Well, no, that's not true. But, yeah, but like still the general basis of what I'm getting at is that like, why do I need like a master's degree just to hang up clothes on a clothing rack? Like, hello. But like again, I'm not gonna fall into the camp of people. Oh my gosh, y'all, do you see my laptop dying? Okay, I think I have too many tabs open, obviously. So I'm kind of gonna just start applying for the jobs here, and then we'll add on more. But yeah, like I'm never gonna fall into those people who are like, oh, like these jobs are so easy. Like, oh, don't come, like, because that's not true. It's not true, especially when you have to deal with annoying as shit people. Like, be serious. But like most people are not annoying. I'll be honest with you. Luckily, many jobs I've had, most people are actually very lovely. But when you are on your feet, for 5 to 8 hours, or you're rushing all around the store, having to do all kinds of different tasks around the store. Like, that's not easy. Any sort of labor is really not easy, especially when you're doing it for hours. So, yeah, people who are like, oh, it's so easy, it's not. Like, nothing in this life is really that easy. But let's move on to the next of me applying for these jobs. So before I continue here, just to tell you what I did. So I don't want this video to be like super, super, super fucking long. So I've already kind of went through, like doing the main part of the applications. So you're just gonna see me doing like the submissions, and then I'm gonna look for more jobs. But there's like a couple things that I wanted to say. So let me try to do that as I like speak here. Um, okay, let me say the first thing actually. So I fucking hate, like I already talked about, trying to get a job is ridiculous. I've already had a few jobs like literally a couple months ago. Some retail stuff and some online stuff. Um, Trying to do that all together was mad hard and was low key a part of the reason why like my school shit is low key been going not so well. If you like keep up with my daily stuff, I literally talk about how my school shit is like going down the drain right now. It's because I have to fucking work all the time. So I had some online stuff that I was doing, and then I also had like two different retail jobs that I also had to do. Um, yeah, like honestly, it's just kind of it's just whatever. But in terms of like the job applications and things, I hate when these job applications start asking you the most ridiculous fucking questions. Like, they're not ridiculous, but it's just very unnecessary. Like, I just feel like unnecessary formalities has made everybody's life unnecessarily complicated. Like, genuinely. Because why are you asking me on a job application, oh, what's one experience you've had with like an unhappy customer? Like, I get it. Like, this is customer service jobs. You need to be able to handle dealing with all kinds of different people. So like obviously, but it's just like what real input is that going to have on my fucking application? Do you know what I mean? Like, just like what is that really going to do for my application, especially if you're just going to ask me the same question if by some miracle I actually get an interview. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just a bit ridiculous to me. Like, it just, oh my god, like it just feels so ridiculous. Like, honestly, if these jobs are not hiring, then just don't put out a fucking application for people who are like literally desperate for jobs. Like, it's so fucking ridiculous. Like, it is genuinely so fucking ridiculous. But the other thing I wanted to say is that the city I live in is like low key racist. So if you're not like white or East Asian, like you're gonna have a harder time finding a job. There's been an influx of like Indian immigrants, so there's also that. Like, if you're not low key, if you're just not white or Asian, like you're not gonna get a job. Especially like a retail minimum wage job. Like, that's literally just reality. Like, we have to be so serious. There's a Tim Hortons very close to where I live. I've lived in my neighborhood for like how many years now? There's a Tim Hortons that's super close to my house. I've applied there, I swear to you, multiple times. And each time they're like, okay, we're just going to review your application. Or they're like, oh, well, we're not hiring. And mind you, I go to that Tim Hortons all the time. Like, it's not far away from my house at all. I go there all the time. The people there are usually pretty nice. So, like, that's not a dig on them. But they're telling me that they're not hiring, and again, I go there all the time, every hour of the day. Like, trust me, sometimes even the middle of the night. Not the middle of the night, but you know what I'm saying? Like, late at night to sometimes as soon as they open in the morning. So I see all kinds of different people there. The same people who are telling me that they're not hiring, and yet I see new faces every fucking day. But yet you're not hiring. Okay. So, like I said, yeah, if you're not white or Asian, you're low key not gonna get a job in the city, like a minimum wage retail job. So you literally have to rely on like seasonal work, or like I said before, trying to find a job online, like I did like a couple months ago. So it's like literally fucking bogus and ridiculous here. That's why I said, like, that's why I started this channel in the first place, because I'm trying to get my ideas out there. Hopefully, somebody offers me some sort of job for something that I actually want to do. Look at my other videos for what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's just ridiculous and it's just like an unnecessary fucking headache. So even doing this stuff is just like it's just ridiculous sometimes. But, life is going to move ahead while I guess I complain. So I'm going to complain and still try to hustle and move forward. So yeah, might as well just apply for jobs anyway and keep going. But like I said, it's just a bit like frustrating, obviously. Like it's actually very fucking frustrating. But like I said, what can I do? Like just have to keep trying essentially. And also another thing I wanted to say is that I was lucky very hesitant to make this video. Like I said, kind of just trying to be, I guess lighthearted in a certain sense, if that makes sense. But I was also just kind of a bit hesitant to make this video, not because of like personal information stuff, like obviously that, but also because it's very like scary, especially as an introverted person, to kind of like put yourself out there. So making this video was low key kind of like a risk, but I mean, you just have to try all you can, like I said, to just move ahead, and that's um okay. So yeah, like I was saying, like just putting yourself out there is a bit scary. It's a bit crazy. It's a bit, but I mean, like look at TikTok, Have you guys seen all those people's videos who are like, "Oh, me having to go to my like my retail job or my desk job because I was too shy to dance on TikTok in 2020 or because I thought TikTok was lame in 20." Like you've seen those kinds of videos? Like yeah, it's like that kind of stuff. It's like you don't want to miss out on a potentially big opportunity because you were like too nervous to put yourself out there. And I feel like that's something that I'm really trying to like overcome, but I'm trying. Oh my god, let me just fix that. But it's not just like putting yourself out there, Like I think I've talked about this in another video. Johnny Somali, if you know who that is, very pathetic life in my opinion. I think in everybody's opinion actually. Oh, Jollibee. Jollibee's only gonna hire you if you're Filipino, like low key. Like that's not even like a diss. That's just true. Their food is very good, but like that's true. They're only gonna hire you if you're Filipino. But anyway, um, so yeah, Johnny Somali, if you know who that is, like let me just give you a rundown. He's a loser. He's also a menace to societies abroad. He is like one of those IRL streamers who literally has decided to do nothing useful with their life. So he just goes around IRL streaming, making everybody else's life much harder than it needs to be. And if you don't know, he is now facing close to a decade in prison in South Korea. And like his if you just go look up videos about him, like it's very sad. Like honestly, I'm not saying that I feel bad for him because obviously he's fucking annoying, but it's just like it's very sad. Like it really is. And I always think to myself like I don't want to end up that way. Like I really don't want to end up that way. Like I don't want to end up as somebody who's just like desperate to desperate to do anything essentially for money and for attention online. I mean, like I'm making these videos, but I feel like you get the gist of what I'm saying. Like you also see that Natalie Reynolds girl. She's also one of these fucking IRL streaming losers who is like I said like desperate for attention, desperate for money. If you don't know about her as well, she's one of those white losers who has like braids in her hair and then tries to like what's the word? Like tries to like aggravate like black people essentially. And it's like, oh well, I just have braids. Oh, it's like one of those fucking losers who again hasn't done anything with their life. This is the same girl, if you again don't know, who also convinced a drunk homeless woman to jump into a river after this woman said that she can't swim. And then when she was calling out for help, Natalie and her friends ran away laughing. I'm not gonna put the video in here because obviously like trigger warning and shit like that, but like I said, like that kind of bullshit, like I do not want to end up like that. Like I really, 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 really want success out here. Um And the kind of stuff that I want to do, like you need to put yourself out there, which is again why I said like why I'm making these videos in the first place. Like you have to put yourself out there. You do have to get people's attention, but you obviously want like positive attention, right? So that's kind of why I'm making these videos in the first place. I also have, like I mentioned before, I want to do video production, fashion production. So I also have a bunch of videos that I have coming for that kind of stuff. So be on the lookout for that and gas me up, like low key, gas me up. But yeah. So it's just all about like trying to put yourself out there, trying to do as much as you can with what you have. Um, but yeah, like I don't know, I feel like I'm talking in circles a little bit. Um, but yeah. So, like I mentioned, keep watching me apply for random ass jobs here. Kinton Ramen. Whoa. Whoa, wait. Y'all, if Kinton Ramen is what I think Kinton Ramen is, their food is mad good. My first year in university, I was in Toronto, and every weekend, every Saturday, I should say, I would order ramen as like my little treat because my freaking, yeah. Anyway, I would order Kinton ramen as like my little treat to myself. And their ramen is so fucking good. Like it really is. So I don't know if that's the same um place. Like I'm not sure if that's the same store actually, or like the same, what should I say? The same company, I guess. I'm not sure if that's actually the same company, but I'm gonna like literally after this, I'm literally gonna look it up because their ramen, the ramen that I had when I was in Toronto, is so good, so fucking good. Like honestly, like I never really got to eat, still don't honestly. I never really got to eat a lot of different foods growing up, so being able to try like all kinds of different stuff was very like cool and nice. Um, yeah. So I think I'm gonna low key end it here just because, like I said, also, oh, this is the other thing I wanted to say as well. When you're applying for jobs, like I said, I mainly can only do like retail or like remote stuff right now. Um, but when you're applying for jobs, oh my God, oh, okay. I was like just lost it and then I was like, oh wait. Um, you know how jobs are always like don't apply unless you have the right qualifications, like obviously most of us are not white, we're not just going to get a job despite having no experience, but still people are desperate for jobs out here. So even if they may not have every single qualification, they're still going to put in the application on the off chance that they get the job. Like people are desperate for jobs out here. This is why I've never bought the whole like, oh, people don't want to work, people are too lazy to work. That's not fucking true. That can't be true when online recruiters are talking about getting hundreds of applications. That's not true. Like it's not true that people don't want to work. Especially we live in a capitalist society. Hello. You kind of need money to survive. I think almost everybody who needs money, which is almost everybody, kind of wants a job that would give them money. So I've never bought that bullshit of like people don't want to work, people don't want to work. Like again, when I was in Toronto, I was fortunate enough to get a job quickly. Can't say the same for the fucking city that I live in, but whatever. But when I was in Toronto, I was fortunate to get a job very fast, like very quickly. And the job that I worked, it was a very small store, so it was only like three of us employees, but when my manager put up a job posting because we were going to hire another person, my manager was literally telling me that over 300 people applied. Over 300. Like, of course, they also talked about like my manager had to also mention that there was a ton of people who weren't necessarily qualified, like a ton of people who kind of maybe wouldn't have suited the role. But realistically, you filter out how many people is that, you're probably still looking at close to 300 applications for people who can do the job. So again, the whole people don't want to work, that's not fucking true. Like, girl, you need to work to survive. Are you telling me people don't want to survive? Like, hello? So yeah, like I've never believed that bullshit. I've never believed it. Like even when I've like the retail jobs that I've had a couple months ago, even a year or so ago, like we literally have people who will come in to hand in job applications. So like the whole people don't want to work, but like that's not fucking true. Like let's be so fucking serious. Like let's keep it a complete and total stack for a second here. Like these companies, they don't want to hire more people because they want more money to coagulate at the top. Like, let's just be so serious, guys. Like, we don't have to bullshit ourselves. If a company is making billions of dollars and yet their staff are talking about how we're overworked, we need more people, and then companies are like, we can't do that. What is the reason for that? Because they want more money at the top. Like, let's just be serious. Nobody's blind to that reality anymore, and it's a very unfortunate one, but it's the reality of our situation. That's why so many people are like trying to be, like would be hustlers out here. Like it's not funny, but like that's the case. Like that's why everybody's trying to do their that's why everybody's trying to become an influencer. Like that's literally why everybody's trying to become an influencer, everybody's trying to become an entrepreneur. Hashtag hustle life. But I mean, not everybody can do that, and that sucks too. Like low key, I want to be an entrepreneur. Like I think I mentioned this before. I want to start my own businesses. Like that's actually something that I really really want to do, like actually. But 20 like being 20 something years old, JK, I'm actually 46. No, I'm just kidding. But being young and not having a lot of money, at least not having like thousands of dollars, and I'm still trying to get through school, still want to graduate obviously. Like starting a job is a big risk that I'm really not willing to take right now, especially when you have virtually no support, like I mentioned, my shitty fucking household. um so like that's not something I really want to do. That's why like I'm really eager to graduate and then hopefully go to law school or get a job from my degree and then consider law school, because then I can look for like a formal job that actually pays a bit more. I don't want to just rely on like, moment to moment jobs. Like I've been fortunate to actually have some jobs. Like I mentioned, I've had like retail jobs, online jobs, like just a couple months ago. So I've been fortunate to actually have jobs a bit. I wouldn't say like a lot, because it's not really the case. Like I mentioned, like last year or so, like I spent the whole summer applying for jobs all over the place, like 300 to 400 jobs, barely got anything, like not didn't even get anything. So that's ridiculous. But like last year towards the end of the year, fortunate enough to have like different jobs and stuff like that. So like that's good, but again, it's still minimum wage, like living in an expensive place. So yeah, like I think you get my gist of what I'm getting at, is like I really want like a formal job that's actually going to pay me a lot more. That's like, also again like I said, why I'm trying to do like this YouTube stuff, like trying to get my creative ideas out there. Hopefully I can get an opportunity from someone else. But yeah, so it's just like it's very frustrating, but I mean, I can't just wallow in frustration and be like, "Oh, nothing's going to happen." Like I have to make shit happen, you know what I mean? So, I think I'm going to end here, not the video, but just with the jobs I'm looking for, because that's kind of all I can really apply for at the moment. Like I mentioned, once the school year is a bit over and then I also get my spring registration through, I'm going to like revamp my resume a bit and then apply for more shit. This is another thing I probably shouldn't say, but I will say, if you need to lie on your resume, lie. Like I'm not even gonna like hold you. If you need to lie on your resume, lie. Like I'm not even kidding, because I think many people have seen all those funny memes and shit where it's like this job requires you to have like 45 years of experience, and yet nobody's hiring so that you can get the experience. Like that kind of bullshit is what I'm talking about. Like it's so fucking frustrating where jobs are requiring you to have experience, but then you can't get hired anywhere. So how are you supposed to gain experience? Like I did not get my first formal job until I was like almost until I think was out of high school actually. Actually, no. I think yeah, I think honestly that time, even though it's not so long ago, is a bit hazy because my life was fucking miserable. But my life is still miserable. But Yeah, I didn't get my formal job, my first formal job, until I was like 18 to 19. And mind you, I've been applying for jobs since I was in like grade 10. So, like, if you have to lie on your resume, lie. Like, I did. Like, no lie. Like, that's not a lie. I really did lie on my resume and say that I worked in like three different retail jobs that I never actually worked at. And guess what? After I put lies on my resume, I got a job. Moral of the story, lying may be a sin, but it also gets you a job. So if you need to lie on your resume, lie. Like, I'm not even kidding out here. Like, it's really hard out here for people. Obviously, don't lie for like serious jobs where every job is serious. Like, let me say that every job is serious, but jobs where you really 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 need to know what you're doing, don't lie. Don't do that, especially if your job requires an impact on another person. I'm not sure if y'all saw that case from like, or that situation, I should say, from like a year or two ago, where there was a bunch of nurses in Florida, the state of Florida in the United States of America, where a bunch of nurses were found to have false certificates. Nurses, y'all, these are not just people who are like, putting in burger orders, and even then you still have to know what you're doing. Like, these are nurses. Like, you're a healthcare worker, you're impacting the health of others, and you're lying on your resume and you don't know what you're doing. Like, that's not funny at all. Actually, that's not funny. But these other jobs, like I said, so many people, like, I watch all kinds of people's content online, and they talk about having, like, some people have graduated even from university, and they still talk about how they can't even get a retail job. Like, literally just lie on your resume. Like, I'm not even kidding, because it's actually ridiculous. Like, it's actually ridiculous. But yeah, so that's essentially that. Hopefully I get a fucking job from one of these. And then I'm also gonna keep looking for like online stuff. Like, trying to find online jobs is very weird. Like I said, I was very lucky to have some online jobs not so long ago, but I've ended those now. So trying to find more online stuff, it's like very weird. It's a very weird process. But like I said, hashtag hustle life, hashtag hustle culture. You just gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna end off by applying to these other jobs, and then yeah, that'll be all. So this is the last part of this video. I'm just gonna finish applying to the rest of these jobs, and then that's basically gonna be it. But I did mention before, I was gonna see if this is the same place that I had when I was in Toronto, and yes, it is. This is Kinton Ramen. Obviously a ramen fucking shop. Also, they obviously have other stuff. But when I was in Toronto, like I mentioned before, my weekend treat to myself, I would always either get the pork spicy garlic or the beef spicy garlic. Y'all, the ramen is actually so good. Like, it's actually really, really good. Hashtag not spons. But no, their ramen is actually so good. Like, all low key, all of their stuff is really good. I haven't had obviously all of the ramen that they serve, but the sides are really good. Like the karagi, I think that's how you say it. Karagi is really good. I would sometimes get that with the ramen. Or I would get, where is it? Oh, this is also really good too. The Don Buddy, I think that's how you say it. I would get that like when I was in the middle of studying. I would sometimes get that. It's like pretty cheap. I mean, 8.99 is kind of not cheap, low key, for the amount that they give you. I've never gotten their stuff in like the store. I think I've only been to the actual restaurant like twice, I think. But I usually just get it ordered like, like DoorDash, Uber Eats, like that kind of shit. And low key, the amount that they give you is, I wouldn't say it's worth the price, like, because I mean it's not expensive, low key, but it's still good, is what I would say. The Goiza is also really good. I think that's how you say it. Goiza is also really good. Like, their shit is actually mad fire. Um, I haven't had any of their desserts though. I mean, it's cheesecake. You can't fuck up cheesecake. And I haven't had their matcha ice cream. Matcha ice cream is something that I want to try in general. Um, but I've never tried matcha ice cream, so I definitely haven't tried it from this place. But I mean, it's basically green tea ice cream, right? Like you can't really fuck that up. And nothing can be worse than mint chocolate chip ice cream. So let's be serious. Um, but yeah. So their food is actually really, really good. Like it's actually really fire. In terms of employment though. um I hesitated, like I'm still gonna turn in an application to that place. But like I said, the city that I live in, probably not gonna get hired there unless you're Asian. So I mean, yeah, I mean we'll see. Like I said, you still have to try everything you can. So I'm still gonna send in my application, just to see. Oh, what's this? Oh my god. Ugh, these jobs that require you to have like 6 years of whatever. I mean, serving, fine dining serving isn't necessarily easy, but still, like, whoa, 7 years, 7 to 8 years of serving experience kind of is crazy. But I mean, whatever. So that's kind of where I'm going to leave this. Honestly, I'll probably still do more job applications, like without filming. But yeah. So it's kind of just my random video for the day, so that I'm not just only doing like my daily update videos. Um, Finding a job is hell. Like really, it is. Um, I'm praying that we all get good jobs out here, low key. Like if you're hoping for a job, whether you've graduated, you haven't graduated, whether you're even in high school or college or university or even out of those places, thank God. Well, not thank God on my end, but whatever. But like literally, I'm just hoping we all get jobs out here, guys, because it's really not looking good. It's not looking good out here. But yeah, just praying and hoping for good jobs for all of us and for success. Like we're fucking DJ Khaled out here. Keys to success. Anyway, yeah. So success and moving forward and good vibrations all around for all of us, honestly. And yeah. So I think I'm gonna end it here. That's kind of it for me. Maybe I'll do another one of these low key. I like how many jobs did I apply for in this one video? Like at least 20, right? At least. Um and probably even more than 20 because there was actually some applications that I also put in before I even actually started filming. So like 20 to 30. Guarantee you I don't get a call back from a single one. Guarantee you. And I know people are going to be like, "Oh, you have to send your application, like you have to give your application in person." Trust me. I've done everything. I've done everything but fucking sacrifice a goat. Like trust me, I've done everything. There is no surefire way to secure a job out here. Put in an application online, in person, directly to the fucking CEO. It literally doesn't matter. There's no surefire way to get a job out here unless you like know someone. Like like know someone on the inside. Like this is fucking mission impossible. But yeah. So it's just unnecessarily stressful, but like I said, can't just like complain and then not try. So I'm still just gonna try as much as I can. Again, hashtag hustle. But no, seriously, you just have to try everything. So yeah, that's kind of it. Like I said, probably gonna do more applications after this, but for now, this is just what I've done for the vid. But yeah, so again, like I said, hoping, praying for job acceptances for all of us out here. Good vibrations, good thoughts into the universe, all that juju, whatever. No, I'm just kidding. It's not juju, but all that good stuff for all of us, honestly. All right, I'm out.